Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and welcome to me attempting to do a dark romance Summerween. So, first things first, if you have been living under a rock, if you don't know what Summerween is a spooky themed readathon that Olivia and Gabby from Olivia Reads a Latte and Gabby Reads host every summer, but they also have multiple spooky themed readathons throughout the year. There is Winterween, Camp Weekendween, Spring Flingaween, and of course Summerween, and I wanted to participate in this year's Summerween. I've always been such a big fan of Summerween in particular. It's my favorite of the weens. I have found some of my favorite creators through this readathon, and I really just wanted to give it a shot. However, as you guys know, I'm a huge mood reader and I am simply never in the mood for thrillers, horrors, any type of spooky books. But I still did want to participate, so I thought to myself, why don't I try to find romances that could, if I stretch far enough, possibly fill the prompts of Summerween. So that is what we are doing today. I'm going to be reading dark romances. I'm going to be reading romances with thrilling and suspenseful aspects. I'm going to be reading romances that have serial killers and mystery and crime. So, spoiler alert, I am actually filming this intro after I've already done the vlog. I apologize, I completely forgot to film an intro. I'm editing my video right now and was like, shoot, I gotta start this vlog off. So I'm just gonna do this very quickly and then we can get into the actual reading portion. But the three books that I am going to be reading in this vlog are There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark, Ivy by Willa Nash, and Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I was able to complete some of the prompts. You will have to wait and see how these books fit into these prompts and which prompts I complete. Stick around to the end to find out which ones. And I gotta say, it was pretty successful. I just want to say that I absolutely loved participating in Summerween this year, and it was fun to sort of put my own little dark romantic spin on it. So let's just get straight into it. I really hope that you guys enjoy my dark romance Summerween reading vlog. All right, hello guys. So it is time for my very first Summerween reading check-in, and I don't know if I mentioned it or not yet, but I am reading There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark, which is the first book in the something duet. Is it like the Sinners duet or something? I don't know. I'll put a picture up or something like that to show you guys, but it is a serial killer romance, and I have to say, I'm really liking it so far. I feel like we get straight into the action. I really like Sophie Lark's writing style. It's very simple and straightforward, and I don't mean simple in a bad way. It's just very like, she lays it all out in a very easy way and we get straight into the action, but I still think she makes her characters interesting along the way. So far in this book, we have dual POV. So we have Cole and Mara, which is great. Love dual POV. So Cole is an artist in San Francisco, and he's a very successful artist, very well known, and he's very rich, and he's also a serial killer, which is interesting. But he only kills men. He does not kill women. Feminist king. He basically kills men that, I don't know, so far I get the impression he kind of just kills men that piss him off. And it does seem like he's a sociopath. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. He says he doesn't really feel good emotions or emotions at all, really. He doesn't really feel anything except he feels rage and pleasure very intensely. So he's got issues, but I'm here for it. And then we have Mara. So Mara is a struggling artist. They both live in San Francisco. Mara is a struggling artist, and she has gone to some of his like exhibits and things like that and knows of him. And there's also this other artist named Alistair, I believe. And he is kind of the rival of Cole, and he's also a serial killer, but he kills women. So he sucks. I mean, they're both serial killers, but like, if I have to pick a serial killer to root for, I'm gonna pick the one that does not kill women. We stand Cole in this house. I'm really liking it so far. It's really fun. I'm in the middle of a very intense scene right now. I'm on page 41, so it's very early, but I think this is so much fun. It's really gripping me immediately, and I'm very curious to see how Cole and Mara are gonna get together, and I feel like Alistair is gonna be a problem, and I'm really excited. So I'm loving this. Excellent pick. I did have a ton of people recommend this book for me for the slasher prompt. As I said, it's definitely not a slasher, but like multiple people die in it, so we're calling it a slasher. We are reaching, but that is okay. I'm really enjoying it. I'm on sprints right now with Hannah and Cami, and I think that Kara is going to join us soon, and having a great time, and hopefully going to get maybe like a third of the way done with this book today. That would be great. And I'll let you guys know my thoughts in a little bit. Hey everyone, so sorry I am in the same spot again. I just don't really feel like doing a different setup. We just finished our sprints. They went fantastic, and I actually got to the 50% mark in There Are No Saints. I am loving this book so much. I'm surprised at how much I'm loving it. I thought this was gonna be just like a fun whatever time, but I'm invested. I'm invested in Cole and Mara as characters. I find them both very interesting, and I just want to see like what's gonna happen. There's so many kind of different threads happening right now, and it's really tense and suspenseful, but fun. And Cole and Mara have like official officially met and kind of acknowledged each other and are now spending more time together, and it's good. It's so good. I really like Sophie Lark's writing. Obviously, I mean, this is a serial killer romance, so I'm not gonna say that it's not dark, because of course it is, but it's just not like that dark, I would say. I don't know. I feel like Sophie Lark is, for a dark romance author, in my experience, she's not like too intense. Like, if you're curious about dark romance, I think she's a good place to start. Just my opinion though. Definitely, obviously check trigger warnings. You know, some of the, you know, material in this book is darker, has darker themes, but it's just not that bad, and there hasn't been anything like too gruesome in my opinion, so I'm really liking it. It kind of just has dark romance elements, but it's not grossing me out. I don't know. I'm loving it. I think I could potentially finish this book today, which would be awesome, because then I would finish a book in a day. Today is technically day 2 of Summerween, but it's my day 1 because I started a day late. So if I could finish one book today, that would be fantastic. For the rest of the day, I'm going to go clean. I think I might go to Barnes & Noble because there's a book or 2 that I want to pick up. And then myself and Hannah and Cami are going to do a group watch of Jennifer's Body in honor of Summerween. We've been talking about watching Jennifer's Body forever. I love this movie so much. It is just such a good, like, comedy horror early 2000s goodness, and has my girl Megan Fox in it, and Cami loves this movie. I think it might be one of her favorite movies. Hannah, I don't think, has seen it but is very curious about it, and it's just like a good campy horror movie, and so I think that's like a perfect balance of what we all enjoy. But like, it's Summerween, we want to watch a spooky movie, but we don't actually want to watch a spooky movie, you know what I mean? We're going to watch that tonight, which I am so excited for, and I think we're going to end it early enough that I will be able to read more of There Are No Saints later today. So maybe tonight at like 9 or 10 o'clock, once the movie's over, I can read There Are No Saints, and that will also fulfill the read a book in the dark prompt. So I should be able to knock out 1 book and potentially 2 prompts today. So I'm gonna go run some errands, and then I will talk to you guys when I have another reading update. Alrighty, hello everyone. It has been a few days for me. I have not really been keeping up with the dates for Summerween. I just, like, gonna be honest, just gonna touch on this really quick and then we'll move forward with the posy vibes. I have not been doing super great mentally, have not been killing it in the mental health department, but I do want to say today I woke up and I feel like better. So I want to film, I want to read, I'm doing better, I'm getting out of this kind of fog that I'm in, but I just want to say that, like, yeah, I'm not really sticking to the Summerween dates at this point. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get everything that I want to get done during the Summerween reading vlog in the time that we have set for us. So I apologize, I guess. I don't know if I need to apologize for that, but I was super excited to, you know, do Summerween, and I had like added up all the pages of the books that I was going to be reading, divvied them up amongst the days of Summerween, and like had it all down, and I was excited. And then, you know what? My brain said, no. I do just want to say, like, I'm feeling better, I'm feeling good, I'm kind of getting out of the funk that I've been in, but I just think that this vlog might go a little bit longer than what Summerween called for, but that is okay. As I said, it's been a few days, and I think the last thing you guys saw, I was at the 50% mark of There Are No Saints, and then I watched Jennifer's Body with Hannah and Cami. It was so much fun. I love that movie. Cami loves that movie. Hannah watched it for the first time and she loved it, which I was so excited, and I was planning to read for the rest of the night and finish There Are No Saints that night, but instead, Hannah, Cami, and I stayed on our little like video chat thing that we were doing to watch Jennifer's Body, and we talked about Crescent City 3 theories for I think like 3 or 4 hours. We went forever. It was so much fun. I love talking Crescent City 3 theories like that. It gives me so much life, and I think about Crescent City 3 and the possibilities and like everything, literally every single day, I'm not kidding, and it was so much fun. So yeah, we gabbed, we chatted, we theorized. Hannah was writing down our theories because we think we figured some things out. We're probably wrong, but it was still so much fun. I love both of them so much. So actually, yesterday I ended up finishing There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark, and I gave it 4 stars, you guys. It was so much fun. It is just a good time. That book is just fun. It's suspenseful. It's a little scary. Not really scary, but it's just kind of creepy, you know? But it's interesting. It's fascinating, but like in a light way. I've kind of already said Sophie Lark, I think a good intro to dark romance author. She's just, she goes there, but it's never too too far in my opinion, I would say. And I just really had so much fun. I was most invested in all of the crazy things that were going on with like Alistair and Aaron, and how Cole and Mara came together, and being inside Cole's head was so interesting, and I loved that book. It was so good. So yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I'm definitely going to pick up the second book. I think it's called There Is No Devil, and I think it's just a duology. So I actually bought limited editions of those books, and I'm looking forward to having those on my shelves because they're so beautiful. I love the snakes, and now I love that like I know what those snakes mean. It was really good. It was so much fun. Like, definitely recommend for a dark romance. I say give it a shot. So now for the rest of the week, for the rest of the Summerween vlog, here are my plans. I am going to get on sprints with, I think, Sahar, Hannah, maybe Cami, maybe Christina, maybe Kara, I don't know. But most of the squad is going to be getting on sprints on Sahar's channel tonight, and I'm going to be starting Ivy by Willa Nash. This is the Gossip Girl-esque romance that has like suspenseful, thrilling themes and just kind of has like terrible rich people vibes is what I've gathered, and I'm really, really excited for that. I think it's gonna be really fun. I love Gossip Girl. Anything that's like Gossip Girl adjacent, I'm down for. So I'm excited to start that, and there is an audiobook, which I was so excited. Sometimes with KU books, it's really a toss-up if they have an audiobook, but this one did, so I got it, and I'm so excited to start that. So I want to read that book next, and then I'm going to read Corrupt by Penelope Douglas after I finish this book, and then I will be done with this dark romance reading vlog. But I'm so like distracted by all the other books I want to read. As I said, haven't been doing great, been in a little bit of a funk, so I haven't wanted to read at all. Don't want to read, don't want to do anything. But now today I woke up and had a little pep in my step, and now I'm like, I want to read everything. So I started Marriage for One by Ella Mays last week. I'm loving it so much. Oh my god, it's so good. And I was listening to the audiobook this morning, and I had to stop because I was like, no, I have to physically read along with this because I'm liking it so much, and I want to catch every single cute moment between the couple. It is a marriage of convenience romance on KU. And then I also randomly, well, kind of randomly, I requested Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson from my library a long time ago. And then today it became available. And I was like, should I enter my Brandy Sandy era? And I did. So I started Warbreaker. But then also realized very quickly that Brandon Sanderson is probably going to be an author for me that I also need to read along, at least until I get like used to his writing style and I'm more in the story and I understand what's going on and I've met all the characters, because I listened to like 20 minutes of it and I was like, okay, I have to get the book. So I ordered the mass market paperback of Warbreaker, which I like. I love Kara, Kara's Bookshelf. We know Kara, we love Kara. She is a big Brandon Sanderson fan, and she has this like very just sort of well-loved mass market paperback of Oathbringer, and I love it when she like it's gonna sound so weird, but when she shows it on camera, I get so excited. I just love how it looks. It just looks so well-loved, a little tattered in a good way. Kara, don't take this the wrong way. We were talking about this morning. I love a well-worn mass market paperback, a well-loved mass market paperback. So I wanted to get Warbreaker, and I'm gonna bend it and write in it, and I'm just so excited. I'm just all over the place with my reading taste right now because I've been in a huge contemporary romance mood. I kind of haven't been in the mood for fantasy, but then I was like, no, I really want to start Brandon Sanderson. Like, I really want to get into his books, and my goal for this year is to read the Stormlight Archives. I'd love to read the whole trilogy, but I'd love to at least read the first 2. I think it's The Way of Kings and then Oathbringer, I think, are the first 2 books. So yeah, and then I also I need to read Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. I started Empire of Storms. I'm doing the tandem read for the first time, so that kind of requires more of my attention, of me kind of sitting down and focusing, and I don't know when I'm gonna read those. I know for sure I'm not gonna try to finish Warbreaker this month. Like, I'm not gonna push myself to do that because I don't think it's gonna happen. I think that's gonna be like a July, August type of thing, but I need to read Marriage for One, which I'm loving and I want to read so bad, but I need to prioritize my Summerween books. So I have Marriage for One, I have Ivy, I have Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, I'm starting Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. I need to read Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. Probably want to read 1 or 2 more books as well, maybe shorter ones. And I also need to read Glow by Raven Kennedy, which is the 4th book in the Plated Prisoner series. I am buddy reading that with Hannah, and I do believe that Hannah is in a little bit of a reading slump right now, so I don't want to force her to read anything, and I don't think starting like a 700-page fantasy is gonna help her right now. Like, she just needs to read things that are just like light and fun and kind of get her back into the swing of things before we dive into that. So I don't know if I'll be reading Glow this month either. But this is all to say, I just have like 1,000 things going on. I have 1,000 books going on. I want to finish them all like immediately. Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy to be kind of out of the cloudy, foggy feeling that I was having and getting excited again. And the weather is going to be nice again tomorrow. I think Seattle knew that it was Summerween because we had clouds for the past 3 or 4 days. It's been gray and cloudy and depressing. Also, side tangent here, I keep seeing so many wonderful, beautiful people on Bookstagram. I love you so much. But so many of you are like way too excited for fall and that you want summer to be over and that you're just like, I can't wait for fall vibes, blah, blah, blah. I'm begging you guys, like, can we please just have the month and a half left of summer that we have before we get into the fall spooky vibes? Please. I'm a summer girl. Summer is my favorite season and I'm not ready for fall. And I literally every day I see on people's stories like, can't wait for fall, can't wait, countdown. People have like countdowns to fall happening. And I'm just like, you guys, it's going to be dark at 4 p.m. where I live in the fall. Like I cannot. So this is a PSA. Can we please just like hold on to summer a little bit longer, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the ability to go outside because that ends pretty quickly for me here in a few months. Justice for the summer girlies. That's all I have to say. Like I'm enjoying summer so much. So I am maybe going to start Ivy by Willa Nash right now before I get on Sahar's sprints. I think we get on in a couple hours or maybe like an hour and a half. I'm gonna hop onto those, but I might start the audiobook just to see how I like it, how I feel, and then I will sprint with some of my gal pals and then I'll check in with you guys and I'll let you know what I'm thinking of the book. So it is actually a couple days later. I have some reading updates. I have lots of reading updates actually. So after I last talked to you guys, Sean and I, we had a little date night. We went to this island a few hours away from where we live and it was so nice. We went out on a boat. It was like 85 degrees. We got some ice cream. We saw some bunnies. It was fantastic. And I actually got quite a bit of reading done today. So I am almost done with my second book of this vlog and I haven't talked to you guys about it. And then I'm 20% of the way into a different book. So let's talk about Ivy by Willa Nash. That is the Gossip Girl-esque kind of romance that has some thrilling aspects to it that I'm reading. I gotta say I'm not loving it. This is one of those books where I totally understand why people like it. I'm not hating it. I don't think it's bad. It's just not working for me and I'm pretty bored, to be honest with you. So this book follows 3 characters. We have Ivy, Cassia, and Elora. They are roommates at this like very nice university and Cassia is kind of like the new girl coming into town. She has like a mysterious past. She is also not as rich as Elora and Ivy are, so she definitely feels out of place in their world. And then we have Ivy, who is supposed to be like the queen bee. She's supposed to be like Blair Waldorf, but she could never be Blair Waldorf. Like she's like a half version. And then Elora, she's actually my favorite character. She's Ivy's best friend. Very neutral. I feel like she's supposed to be like a mean girl, the mean girl's best friend, but like she's literally fine. And we follow all of their POVs. And basically we're sort of just following their, you know, experience with dating in college. And then they also have like some mysteries sort of going on between all of them. And there's sort of this just like air of they all have pasts that they're running from, basically. So Cassia, we don't really know what she's running from. There's, you know, something happened with her dad and she had to change her name when she moved, and her ex, there's like something weird with that. Elora is secretly in a relationship, not really in a relationship, she's secretly like hooking up with Ivy's older brother and she's very worried about that. She also is having some like confusion and second thoughts about the paternity of her younger brother and if she even has the same dad as her younger brother, and she thinks that her mom is lying about it. Ivy has been alluding to like she killed a man. I don't think she literally did, but I think something happened with her. I don't know. know, I'm just not really into it because I just feel like these storylines and these characters are all very like half-baked, you know, like we're like 40% of the way there with the character development, with the plot lines, with kind of fleshing everything out, but we're not getting there fully. And it's kind of just, why am I supposed to care about this if it seems like everything is pretty much at the surface? A few things that have bothered me. One, Ivy is supposed to be the mean girl, she gets everything she wants. She's terrible. You know, Cassia, when she moves in, she gets warned that Ivy's gonna put you through tests and blah, blah, blah. She puts her through one test and then basically abandons that storyline and everything is fine between them very quickly. As I said, Alora is secretly sleeping with Ivy's older brother. She's terrified that Ivy's gonna find out. Ivy finds out, doesn't care. It's just like, oh, you're my best friend. So like, that's cool. So that was weird because there was a lot of tension with that. And also Alora and Zane, Ivy's older brother, constantly like break up and they make a very big dramatic, like, we can never do this again. We can't, like, I'm not good for you, blah, blah, blah. And then they just keep getting together. And then every time that they leave, it's the most traumatic thing in the world. And then Ivy is just like, she's not even really a villain. Like, she's really fine. And she acts very normal to Cassia and to Alora very quickly. And so that's kind of boring. It's a little disappointing because I'm like, if you're gonna be a villain, be a villain. And then all of the guys, all of the romantic interests in this book are just like very one-dimensional, one note, instantly into the characters. It's very like insta love and it's just kind of like, why are you into this person? I will say my favorite couple is Alora and Zane, and like Zane is a little bit more interesting. He's got a little bit more of a backstory going on, a little more broody than the others, but the guy that Cassie is matched up with, I'm just kind of like, okay, like he's like kind of nothing. Also, same with Ivy, kind of nothing. And I am right now 63% of the way through the book, and this is how I feel. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of big dramatic reveals. They're very like Pretty Little Liars, somewhat Gossip Girl-esque, like drama reveals, sort of soap opera-ish, which is fine, but I kind of just wish that we had a little bit more depth with the characters, with their history, with like these side characters, motives, something. I just feel like it hasn't really gripped my interest, to be honest with you. It feels like a 3-star at the moment, but I'm hopeful maybe once we kind of get the big reveals, I'll be like, oh, actually this was like very well thought out and very well crafted, and I understand why these characters were written this way. I don't know. I'm optimistic. I always try to be optimistic. And then I also started Corrupt by Penelope Douglas this morning. I'm only 20% of the way in, but I'm really enjoying it so far. So if you don't know, this is the Devil's Night series. It is a bully romance, a dark bully romance. Basically, our main character somehow was involved in putting these men, I don't know, 18, 19-year-old boys into prison, and they're out, and I think that they're seeking revenge, and like that's kind of like the general gist of what the story is about, but it's a lot deeper, and it is a romance. So as I said, I've read 20%. It's just really fun. It's a really, really fun series. Like, I think it's just like a book that you go into and you're like, I'm just gonna have fun, take it for what it is, and that's it. I really like Penelope Douglas's writing style. I did read Punk 57 last year, did not like it, but I don't know. I'm liking this better. I'm surprised, honestly, how much I'm liking it, but I really, really am enjoying it. I feel like it's very, like, almost theatrical. In a way, it's very easy to see this movie play out in my head, so I'm really enjoying that. And I like our main character. I think that the guys are interesting, and I'm really excited to see where this series goes because there are 4 books. So that's all I have to say for now. I'm going to be hopping on to Sprints with Kara in a little bit, and I'm really going to try to finish Ivy tonight because I just want to be done with it, to be honest with you. I hope I have better things to say. It's a very average read, and once again, I get why people like it. I'm kind of ready to be done with it, to be honest with you. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit once I finished Ivy. So it is the last day of my Summerween reading vlog. I have lots of updates, reading updates. I got book mail. I went to Barnes & Noble, as you guys saw, and a lot of exciting things to discuss. So first, let's just get the negative out of the way. Last night on Kara's Sprints, I finished Ivy by Willa Nash. 2 stars. 2 stars, you guys. That book was so like, what? Like, I don't even... No. I do understand why people like it. It's not the type of book that I'm like, why do people like this? I get it. I just think it kind of, I don't know. I did not like this book at all. Everything I said yesterday definitely stands. There was no resolution at the end to any of the issues that I had with the book. The characters fell very flat. The villainous characters were not villainous. The men in this book continued to be nothing, blank pieces of paper, could not have a personality. Like, if they tried, if their lives depended on it, these men could not produce a personality. And I can't root for a romance if I'm not into each character. Like, even if your personality sucks, like, at least give me something. They were all the same. Literally, they are all the same character, which is nothing. They are all giving nothing. And oh my god, the reveals at the end. The big mystery reveals. So dumb. One of them, oh my god. One of them, I rolled my eyes so hard. My whole body reacted to this eye roll, to this reveal. I was like, you are joking. You are joking. This is ridiculous. So I gave it 2 stars. I'm sorry. Such dramatic reveals, and like the main characters were building it up in their head that it was gonna be so terrible. One of the characters, look, okay, I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm not gonna say the character. I'm not gonna say what the reveal is. So this is like a no context spoiler. One of the characters had a big bad secret, right? They were terrified for anyone to find this out. And then when they finally reveal it, half the characters in the book are like, oh yeah, we already knew that. It's fine. Are you kidding me? Like, that's all you're gonna give me? All this buildup, all this fear for literally nothing. Literally nothing. Nobody cared at all. I'm done. I'm sorry. This book is 2 stars. I don't hate it. I know it sounds like I do. I don't hate it. It just felt like a waste of time, and I was just like, oh my god, I want this audiobook to freaking end because I don't care. Like, I literally did not care. So, 2 stars. Don't recommend. And I have not read any more of Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, but I think I have like 3.5 or 4 hours left of the audiobook. Going to try to finish it today. Gonna try really hard, or at least get like 75% of that 3.5, 4 hours done, and then just do a little bit tomorrow morning and wrap this vlog up. So that's where I'm at, but I'm excited to read that and kind of get deeper into the story. So we have book mail, and I went book shopping. I went to Barnes & Noble today. So glad I did. Oh my god, there are 2 books that I've been dying to get and haven't been able to find them because they're very popular, and they were finally in store. So went to Barnes & Noble. I'll bring them out together. I got volumes 3 and 4 of Heartstopper, and I'm so happy because I did order volume 3 of Heartstopper on Amazon because it was finally available like on Prime, because a lot of times when I would try to order these on Amazon, it'd be like 8-week wait, and I was like, no thank you. So I saw that volume 3 was on Prime, next day delivery. I was like, great, let's go. It arrived, and it was the like black and white version, so there was no color inside of the book. And is that a big deal? No, but like I want all the same versions. The first 2 volumes I have in color, and then these are the, you know, same ones in volume 3 and 4. So I really wanted the color. I just really like it. It just adds a little something. So I got volumes 3 and volumes 4. I'm so excited to read these. Oh my god, I can't wait. So I'm really glad that I have these, and I have finished the collection of Heartstopper books. I think there's only 4 volumes, and that's it. I don't know if Alice Oseman is writing more, but I would love that. But yeah, so got volumes 3 and 4 from Barnes & Noble today. And then I also picked up Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. I'm so excited for this. I don't know like why it took me so long to pick this up. I see it all the time. It's one of those books that like I'm walking around Barnes & Noble and I pick it up and I put it in my stack, and then I'll be like, no, I don't need to grab that. Like I'll just pick up the audiobook or something. But I love this cover, and it is a sapphic romance. I'm not sure what the tropes are. Let's see. A clever and steamy queer romantic comedy about taking chances and accepting love with all its complications. Sounds fantastic. I'm excited to read this. I definitely want to read it this summer. I feel like it'll be a nice, quick, lovely sapphic romance that I can fit in before the summer ends. So I'm excited about this. And then I have book mail. So just another super sweet, super wholesome romance like the prior 3 books. I have There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil by Sophie Lark. I love these so much. I love these so much. Oh my god. So obviously in this vlog, I read There Are No Saints. I gave it 4 stars, and I just think that these editions are so cool. I love the black and white snakes. So cool. And now that I like know what that means and what it's referring to, oh, I love it. So I'm excited to add these to my collection. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Okay, and then one more bookish item, so not a book. I got the Mild Liner creative marker. So these are highlighters for a video that I am starting tomorrow. I'm very excited. So after this video, my next vlog is going to be 5-star predictions, and not just like, oh, I think I'm gonna like this book. Like I have 3 books that have been on my mind that I'm so excited to read. I bought special annotation tabs. I bought these highlighters. Like I'm ready to fall in love. I need a book to destroy me. I need a book to hurt my feelings. I need a book to beat me up, okay? And that is what I think these 3 books are capable of. I am not going to say it now. Just look out for my next vlog. I'm going to start it tomorrow. Even if I end this vlog tomorrow, I'm going to start that one tomorrow, and you guys will see that very shortly. But I wanted to get new highlighters, and I know that Lachlan uses these and Hannah uses these. I think these are very like well-loved annotation highlighters because they don't really bleed through the page, I think. Alrighty, so that is it for my little book haul reading update. I basically just need to finish Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, and I'm excited. I hope that I continue to like it. I hope that I continue to think it's fun, and I will let you guys know when I have more to say. Alright guys, so it is time to close out the vlog because I just finished Corrupt this morning. It was so good. It was so good. I am shocked at how much I loved it. I, first of all, just want to say 10 out of 10 recommend. It is so good. I totally understand the hype. I totally understand why people like call this sort of the OG dark romance, bully romance. Like it was fantastic. I loved the romance between, what are their names? Michael. As you can see, the book left a really big impression on me. Michael and Rika. It's because her name is Erica, but she calls herself Rika, so that threw me off. Michael and Rika were just like lovely. I loved them. I never felt like anything was too contrived with the story, which I think is hard to do sometimes when you do a bully romance. Sometimes it can just be, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there's some outlandish dramatic things happen in the story, but I was here for it. I don't know. I think Penelope Douglas's writing is just like fantastic. It's just a testament to their writing that I really enjoyed the story, and I was here for it. I was here for every single minute of it. It was so good. It was so good. I cannot wait to read the other 3 books in the series and see what Will and Damon, I think his name is, and Kai's stories are. I really like Kai. Cannot wait for his book. Will made like basically no impression on me, and that's like not shade. It's just like I don't even know like what to think about him. And then Damon left an impression on me, that's for sure. I have heard from my friends that his book is like the best, which makes sense because he's kind of the most messed up in the situation. So I'm excited to see like where his romance is going to go. All of that. Like I'm so curious. I'm so curious to see what Penelope Douglas does with this series. And I think I might save this series for like spooky time because I mean it's not like Halloween or spooky-esque, but it just has this sort of like, I mean it's called the Devil's Night series, which is supposed to be like the day before Halloween, and kind of has this sort of a sinister vibe to it, but in a really fun way. And I know that this could never happen, but I wish that this could be like a movie. Like I just felt like the whole thing was very theatrical and cinematic, and I don't know why. I can't explain why, but it felt dramatic enough without being too over the top and just really intense and fun. I don't think the general public would respond very well to a movie about a dark bully romance, which is understandable, but I would like to see it. I would like to see it. So that is it, you guys. That is my Summerween reading vlog. So let's go over Summerween prompts. What did I complete? I did read a book in the dark. That's one prompt. I read Corrupt in the dark on my Kindle. Number 2, read a book with Halloween covers on the cover. Corrupt is like black and white and red. I think there's a skull on it. I feel like I should get some extra points for that because it's romance. So that's 2 prompts. Read a book with Haunt in the title. Didn't do that. Read a slasher. Did I read a slasher? No. But did I read a slasher? Kind of. Here's my thing. I went on Instagram, I asked people to send me slasher romances. Such a thing does not exist, and a lot of people suggested There Are No Saints. Did I read a slasher? No. But did I kind of read a slasher? Yes. I'm gonna stretch, okay? I'm going to stretch. I'm going to reach. I am sore from how far I am going to reach by saying that There Are No Saints is filling the slasher prompt. And I apologize. And if you're like, no, that's not accurate, that's fine. I'm not like, just please, don't judge me. I'm trying to fit my romances into a spooky readathon here. I'm gonna say I finished 3 prompts, and you know what? I'm happy with that. Like, I did pretty freaking good for reading romances and trying to make them work in a spooky readathon. Some of the prompts were very easy to fit romances into, but yeah, there were just a couple that I couldn't really get to, but I am proud of myself. I'm calling it a successful Summerween. I'm calling it a successful vlog. So guys, that is going to be it for my dark romance kind of attempting Summerween reading vlog. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the video, it's Summerween, you gotta leave a jack-o'-lantern or a ghost or just any spooky emoji of your choosing. As always, my Instagram and my Goodreads are linked down below. You guys can follow me on there at any time. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And also subscribe to my channel. Stick around. Would love to have you. I really appreciate that you watched this video. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will catch you guys in the next one.